scheduler. So the next one, we go into, we just select the next patient on the screen, we go to edit, and we do the same thing. So this one's blue, we look for Nicole Stone, so she's from, what's that one, 215 to 315. So 215, double click, type in her name, which is Stone, Nicole Stone. So 215 to 315, that's correct. And we change the appointment type to a follow-up because it's blue. Is that making sense?
Yes. How about procedure?
Yeah, procedure. So I had a look through.
Okay. Let's get the understand more about procedure.
Yeah. I had a look through the appointment. There's only one procedure that I found. So it's pretty good. So all that needs to be done, which is this one here. So you can see that's black.
Yes.
If you highlight it and go to edit.
Okay.
And same thing, it's just time is 12 p.m. isn't it? Does it say 12 p.m. for 30 minutes? So I'll do this one with you. So I don't think there's any more procedures booked in. So this is for so Friday the 12th for Dr. Shetty. So we go into Friday the 12th. Dr. Shetty. It's not there. Oh, there is right again. So Dr. Shetty.
12 p.m.
12 p.m. to 12:30. Okay. Patient name is Quang.
So there
we go.
It's Korean.
Yeah, that was close. So 12 to 12:30. So we just change the time. 12:30, and we'll leave that as procedure. And we'll click on save. Yes, I don't think there's any more procedures in the list, but it's just according to what quarter it is, that's how you book it in. So there's not many appointments in the scheduler from what I can see. If I can show you an example, if you filter through all of this, you can see they don't have many patients booked in.
Okay.
So we can get through this pretty quickly, and a lot of them are blank appointments, so which you don't have to fill in. So for these no appointments, what you'll need to do, let's see if there's an appointment. Okay, no appointments.
Without patient.
Yeah, without patient, and just type in no appointments. Have you gone through that C2C training before? So just in the notes section there, you can just say, depending on what time that no appointments is. So for example, this is Monday, August 22 for Dr. Yu. So to make it easier as well, you can filter the doctors.
Yes.
Yeah, instead of going on. So if someone's working on Dr. Yu, they can just highlight Dr. Yu and go apply. So they can just work on his individual schedule. So if we go no appointments from 8 up until, let's say, 5 o'clock. 8 a.m. You double click on the 8 a.m. time slot.
Yes.
We go without patient, and just go no appointments. So 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Yep. We can save. Yes, we agree. And that's how it shows there.
Okay.
Is that okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So the appointments will be fairly straightforward. So you can see there's not a lot. So sorry. So I'm not sure if you want to split your team, you can assign your team member one doctor each, and they can go through and book those appointments in. Because once the appointments are in, so like I said, we need to start from let's say June 2016, all the way up until November, or until you can see the last patient booked. So if we go all the way.
Gerald,
Yes?
does this practice have many locations?
No, it's all the one location. So it's the
Just one?
Just the book everything in the pain rehab location. So I'll default to that anyway, which is the pain rehab clinic. So when you double click on a time slot, the pain rehab clinic will be the default one. So that's the one that you save it in. So you don't have to change that. If you double click anywhere, this will always default to pain rehab clinic. Did you have any questions about the appointments at all?
No.
Yeah. So if the team gets the copy of that email, it'll make it easier for them to say. So blue is follow up, and red is initial consult.
Okay.
And then if they have a copy of the email, then they know which appointment type or which doctor to use. So so if we can start from, let's say, June 2016, we'll start booking the appointments in all the way up, and like you can see, September's fairly. So because the customer said about November is when their last appointment was. So let's have a look. There's not many appointments in there. October. So you can see there's a lot of blank days that haven't been filled in. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Yep, I saw a patient there.
Oh.
So we're still going.
Gerald,
Yes?
there are some appointment, but it doesn't have any work.
Which one, sorry?
Reverse page.
Go back, yep.
For example, doctor, next page.
Next thing. Forward you mean? Yeah.
Now, yes, start, for example, Dr. Shelley,
Yep.
we don't have any work.
Yeah, if there's no appointments in there, then no appointments will have to be transferred.
No appointment.
Yeah. So if there's no patients in there, then you don't transfer it across.
Okay.
So it's only the ones that have no appointments, or that have patients,
Yes.
Because this is so the team here will be doing the schedule, and this is pretty much their schedule. So what we need to focus on is just the appointments itself. So you can see it's quite scarce. There's not many people in there. So you can see November's pretty finished. So I just want to double check. There's still some at the end of November, December. Yeah, so all the way up until the end of November. There's no one's booked in December. So from June to end of November is what we need to focus on regarding appointments.
Okay. Go ahead with the information.
Yep. So the first part, once we get the appointments in there, then we can go from the first patient in June, patient by patient, and add the missing information. So I just get logged. 1 second. I think I just lost connection. 1 second. Can you just check your internet connection there? Yeah, I've just got dropped out of that computer.
Okay.
Ủa Khánh ơi, bên đó bị gì vậy em?
Giờ nó bị gì? Vào lại cái ID cũ rồi kìa.
Nghe nói ông kêu là lát ông gửi cho cái neo.
Ủa anh còn đang chưa vào máy của bé Phi không vậy?
Không chị.
Không phải gửi cho anh cái thông tin chưa lại đi. Can you say the details?
Okay. Yep. View details. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Continue.
Really bad echo. Okay. Yeah, so let's, for example, look. So once we get the appointments inside CHC, what we'll need to do, let's go back on the 4th. So we use this patient as an example, Miss Maureen Edweir. We double click on her appointment. This will allow us to her patient demographic section in C2C. So if you look through the document, the main things that we need to copy across is missing information. So if we double click on the patient in Medilink, this will bring up the patient demographics in Medilink. And so first thing we spot out is the patient demographics. So if we double click in the patient details section, this will bring up this window, which is easy to read. And what we focus on is copying across if it has a Medicare expiry date. So Medicare expiry date goes into account info, and we put the expiry date in here. So let's do one for an example. So this is 6 of 2019. We just type in 6 2019 06. And health fund details. So you can see it's Bupa, and it's got the fund membership number. So we copy that across to Health Fund. So Health Fund, we search for Bupa.
Yeah.
Bupa Australia, and put the Health Fund membership number in there. So in the document, what I've stated, if the Health Fund that appears in Medilink isn't appearing in the drop-down, in that drop-down window there, then we have to put that Health Fund details in the alerts box. So if you put that into the alert box there, does that make sense? So if you come into a patient that has a Health Fund, say for example it's not Bupa, it's something that doesn't appear in that drop-down menu, then you copy those details, that Bupa and that Health Fund number, and you put it into the alert section in the demographic. Yep. Yep. So that's outlined in the document.
So you will input 9522134 Bupa Australia in alert message.
If it doesn't appear in the accounting fund, in the health fund. So if it says another health fund, like GIO, so GIO is not in here. If you search for GIO and it's not appearing in there, then what you do is just copy those details, the health fund name and the number, into alerts. So if GIO, say for example GIO, and then the health fund number in alert message.
Okay, got it.
So just so we have a reference on that, if it's not there.
Okay.
So so the Department of Veteran Affairs, DVAs, some patients might have that. That goes into C2C in accounting info. So DVA number and the card expiry date. Pension number and pension expiry date, which is pension number and pension expiry date. So that's all in the document if they need to reference that. So those are the main fields in accounts. Some patients will have, let's get out of this patient, I'll show you an example. Is third party. So when you go into a patient that has account details third party, we need to create what's called a work copy claim in C2C. So there's a section there in the document where it tells you we go into work cover. So we search for the patient, we add the work cover claim. So the work cover claim details are up here. So if we double click on that section where it says account details third party, it'll bring us information about the company. So what that means is in your work cover claim under company, if we type in that company name, that AAI Ltd, we just copy that into C2C, and it doesn't come up with a drop down or an entry, that means that company doesn't exist in the C2C company database. So what we'll need to do is we click on that little house where it says new company, and then we fill out all the details in there. So like that, address line, Sydney 2001.
Joe 2001.
And it's probably just easier to pop the postcode in 2001. And then New South Wales. And they have contact numbers in there. So the phone number. Phone number and that's not really a fax number. But we'll transfer that. That's more of a data entry issue. then once all that information is across, it's only the top section that we email address. Is there a section for email address? Yes.
Why you copy and paste the fax number to
Sorry?
port number 2? Why did you copy and paste the fax number to
Yeah, that's what.
Port number 2 in C2C?
Yep, that's phone number 2. Okay, yep, you got me that one. Let's move that into fax number.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's only the top section that we need to take care of. So once all that information's in, then we just click create, and it creates the company. So this company should be fine. So I'll create this one. I'm happy with that. And when you click create, it'll create that company name there. So now if you type in that company again, so if another patient comes in and has the same company, all you have to do is type in AAI. That's already there. We'll have the details already in there.